Unfortunately, many successful brands have faded away due to shifting economies, advancements in technology, and changes in shopping habits. Even some of the most iconic brands have struggled to stay afloat, often because they failed to adapt to evolving consumer needs. In this video, we'll take a look back at the few of these iconic brands that are no longer in existence. Borders, once a prominent book retailer, faced challenges in keeping up with technological changes in the 2000s. Borders focused on expanding its CD and DVD department instead of investing in digital initiatives. The company continued to open new stores without a solid online strategy and even outsourced its online sales to Amazon at one point. By 2011, Borders had closed its doors for good, marking the end of an era for this retail giant. Regrettably, several successful brands have vanished due to shifts in economies, technology, and shopping habits. Even some of the most iconic names struggle to survive, often due to their inability to adapt to changing consumer demands. In this video, we'll revisit a few of these iconic brands that have disappeared. Pan American World Airways, or Pan Am, was founded in 1927 and quickly rose to prominence as a pioneering force in international air travel. With its advanced global reservation system, Pan Am set new standards for efficiency and convenience in booking flights across continents. The airline became synonymous with luxury and glamour, catering to elite travelers and celebrities alike. However, Pan Am faced financial challenges in the 80s and 90s, exacerbated by increased competition and rising fuel costs. Despite efforts to restructure and modernize, the company filed for bankruptcy in 91 and ceased operations in 91. F.W. Woolworth, initially a humble five-and-dime store, expanded its retail empire over its 117-year history. With its affordable prices and diverse product range, Woolworth became a household name across the United States and internationally. However, the rise of shopping malls and large chain stores posed challenges to Woolworth's traditional retail model. Struggling to adapt to changing consumer preferences and retail trends, Woolworth closed its doors for the last time in '97, marking an end of an era in American retail history. Toys R Us, once a beloved destination for children and families, enjoyed decades of success as a leading toy retailer. With its vast selection of toys and engaging shopping experiences, Toys R Us was a cherished part of many childhoods. However, mounting debt and fierce competition from discount retailers and online competitors eroded Toys R Us market share. Despite efforts to restructure and remain competitive, including a bankruptcy filing in 2017, Toys R Us ultimately succumbed to financial pressures and closed its doors in 2018. The closure marked the end of an era for toy retailing, leaving a void in the industry and in the hearts of many nostalgic customers. Blockbuster, once synonymous with movie rental, faced a similar fate as Borders in the face of technological advancements. Despite its massive collection of movies and occasional edits to films to comply with its content guidelines, Blockbuster struggled to adapt to the rise of alternative movie rental services such as Redbox and Netflix. As consumers embraced digital streaming and on-demand services, Blockbuster's brick-and-mortar rental model became obsolete. Dish Network's acquisition of Blockbuster in 2011 failed to revive the brand, and by 2013, the last corporate-owned store closed its doors, leaving only one remaining franchise in Bend, Oregon, as a nostalgic relic of a bygone era. Tower Records, a beloved destination for music enthusiasts, faced financial difficulties amid the transition to digital music consumption. Despite its extensive music selection and knowledgeable staff, Tower Records struggled to compete with online music stores and downloading music platforms like iTunes. Accumulating significant debt, Tower Records filed for bankruptcy in 2006, marking the end of an era of the iconic music retailer. Compaq, once a leading supplier of personal computers, enjoyed a significant success during the 80s and 90s. However, the company faced increased competition with technological challenges in the early 2000s. Hewlett-Packard's acquisition of Compaq in 2002 was intended to strengthen its position in the computer market. While HP continued to sell some systems under the Compaq brand for several years, changing market dynamics eventually led to the discontinuation of the brand in 2013. Oldsmobile, a renowned American car brand, was founded by Ransom E. Olds in 1897, and its legacy includes several iconic models. The brand gained traction when General Motors acquired it in 1909. Targeting middle-income Americans, Oldsmobile enjoyed popularity for decades, with models like the Oldsmobile Cutlass emerging as bestsellers in the 1980s. The brand gained traction when General Motors acquired it in 1909, targeting middle-income Americans. Oldsmobile enjoyed popularity for decades, with models like the Oldsmobile Cutlass emerging as bestsellers in the 1980s. However, declining sales led to the discontinuation of the brand in 2004, with the last model, the Alero, rolling off the assembly line. However, Johnson's, with its iconic orange roofs, held a special place in American culture as popular roadside stops for travelers. Founded in 1925 as an ice cream stand outside Boston, Howard Johnson's quickly expanded into a restaurant chain and a motor lodge empire. By the 70s, it had become a household name with over 1,000 locations nationwide, offering consistent menus and affordable prices. However, as the 80s dawned, Howard Johnson faced mounting challenges. Changing consumer preferences, increased competition from fast food chains, and shifting travel patterns led to the decline in the chain's popularity. In 1985, the company was sold to Marriott Corporation, which subsequently closed many of the restaurants and motor lodges. Despite efforts to revitalize the brand, including a shift towards franchising, Howard Johnson struggled to regain its former glory. The last remaining franchise operated until 2017, marking the end of an era for this once iconic American institution. Sears, a retail giant known for its comprehensive catalogs and wide range of merchandise, enjoyed unparalleled success for much of the 20th century. Founded in the late 19th century, Sears grew to become America's top-selling store, offering everything from appliances to clothing to home goods. However, as consumer shopping habits evolved and e-commerce emerged, Sears failed to adapt effectively. The rise of online retailing, along with increased competition from discount chains and specialty stores, eroded Sears' market share and profitability. In recent years, the company has faced numerous challenges, including declining sales, store closures, and financial struggles. Today, only a handful of Sears locations remain open, casting doubt on the future of this once mighty retail empire. Montgomery Ward, established in Chicago in 1872, was a notable retailer similar to Sears. They gained early prominence, expanding their catalog to 240 pages and offering 10,000 items by 1883. Sears emerged as their major competitor in 1896. In 1908, Montgomery Ward erected a colossal 1.25 million square foot building along the Chicago River as its headquarters, symbolizing its growth. Despite closing their catalog business in 1985 after 113 years, the company attempted to revitalize by renovating its stores. However, this wasn't sufficient, and they ceased operations in 2001. The brand name was later acquired and utilized in smaller mail-order catalogs and online, including on Amazon, where it's still active. While still active, operates differently from its pre-2001 incarnation. These brands often evoke nostalgic memories, whether from purchasing or simply encountering their ads or commercials. Share your experiences or memories with these brands in the comments below. Thanks for watching.